Hey, what's up? Hello. As the great Fetty Wap once said, and we're back. Dojo Talks episode 6. Wow. Now we're on the second hand. I just want to first start off by saying I'm sorry. I went on a 2 month hiatus, and it's funny. I used to always crap on YouTube creators who would do the same thing as I just did. Um, and I did it to myself, really for no reason. So I guess I'm a hypocrite now. But anyways, it feels good to be back. Obviously, this is being recorded on June 17th, a very important day to me, but I will talk about that in a few. Um, but today's June 17th. I am out. I just moved out of Penn State this past Friday. I got all my stuff out of the dorm rooms, so now I'm back at home, but it's okay. I'm trying to get the college feel still, so I'm in my crammed brother's closet. It really makes me feel like I'm back with my roommate, in just like the small environment. Still got the dojo sign. It's not hung up, but I am touching it right now. It is here, so no worries. But no, it really does feel good to be back. The last time I think I dropped an episode was another Friday, but it was in March. It was right before the whole coronavirus hit. I was going out to see my brothers because I was on starting my spring break, and um, little did we know that that was the last normal weekend. So could a return of Dojo Talks mean more normancy, if that's even a word, normancy, back into our own world? I don't know, but let's hope. I'm going to stand by that dojo is further culture. So hopefully this brings good tidings to everybody. Um, I would say I missed it. Just recording now for however long we're going right now, 2 minutes. I missed it. I miss talking to you guys. Um, so I guess I should just kind of tell y'all like what I've been up to in the 2 months. Um, I'd say the biggest thing I did, and the biggest, I guess you could say, excuse I had for not having an episode was I did this 2 month workout program called Insanity. I'm gonna get a little bit, actually a lot more into that more later on, because I have just this big segment to talk about. But I went through 2 months of that, and if you know anything about it, you understand that it's a doozy, and I hope. I don't know. I'm really proud I did that. Pats on the back for me. But I should have. I had a lot of time. I should have been dropping episodes. I don't know what I was doing. But I did Insanity. I've been golfing a good bit, mostly at Treetop Golf Course in Lancaster. But sometimes I hit up Hershey Country Club. It's not bad. Hershey Country Club, real beautiful course. Treetop, not that bad. But it's the best I could do with just the price and distance and all that. Other than that, other than golf and other than Insanity, I still had to do school too. It was all online. It was really easy. I was able to get a real nice GPA, like all A's, 1B. I didn't have to use any of the grades and all that. So I really killed it. Honestly, I'm really proud of myself. I didn't think I was gonna do it. I didn't mean to flex, but I guess I had the flex on him. But no, I did really well. I'm really excited for next year. I'm taking more of like major and minor courses classes, not like too much of gen eds. So now I kind of get into the real college experience, other than what I called like the 13th grade, just kind of taking all gen eds just to kind of get through. But no, I'm really excited. I'm also living downtown. I'm not in the dorms anymore at State College. Living with three of what's going to be probably like the coolest people I met at Penn State so far. Well, one dude I already knew. I went to high school with him. But two guys who I knew but finally met. We're going to have a really good time. Maybe I'll drop episodes with them. I don't want to name drop them just in case they aren't comfortable with wanting to be on the show or not, but I'm going to have a really great time with those guys. Um, Also, I got incoming freshmen. I know a lot of people who are coming to Penn State. A lot of people want to visit me. Family members who are coming to Penn State, which are pretty cool. Not like brothers or anything, like cousins and stuff. Again, I don't want to air out any names unless they decide they want to be on one day, and then I'll air them out then. But just for the safety of everybody, I know a lot of people don't want to get doxxed. But no, I'm really excited for next year. Penn State just announced that we are going back as regular August 24th, and we go till Thanksgiving, and we have to stay for like the 2 weeks left that we have for like finals and all that. And then we don't go back till New Year, like after New Year's for the second semester. I think that's amazing. I think that's great news. Um, I'm 100% comfortable going back to school. If I have to wear a mask, that's cool. If a few classes are online, that's cool. I don't think I could have taken another like Zoom semester in Lancaster. So I'm really happy to see that Penn State's going back, and a lot of other schools where I saw Notre Dame, Syracuse. I think my buddy told me St. Joe's. So I think we should all go back. Um, but yeah, that's really cool. And other than that, I've been trying to work. I was doing real well towards the beginning, getting like 6 hours a day. I mean, like with the whole coronavirus, I mean, I kind of just like shut down like basically everything. Like it's real tough. So I was doing all right, and a couple things happened. Work, I mean, like you can't really blame it because of the whole quarantine. It got pretty slow. So that's no it's no hate. So I'm thinking about dashing soon, becoming a dasher, door dashing if people aren't familiar. A couple of my friends do it. They say they make pretty good little side extra money, and that's kind of what I need right now. Um, and any money is good money to put in your pocket. So we'll try that out. I got other things I could do, but I really want to see if that works out first. But yeah. So I have to take a little sip. But yeah. Other than that, that's really just kind of been the overall update of me. Um, I'll talk a little bit about sports. I know for like everything that's going on, I'm really late. And that's why I kind of wanted to just drop this episode. That was kind of more about me. Just so I could like, uh, bring it back in, and then I could start regularly uploading episodes about sports, because I know the NBA is starting back up, and MLB's in talks, and we got a whole bunch of conversations floating in the air about all these sports, and I know you guys probably want to hear my takes on the NBA, because considering my most viewed episode was about sports, I'm glad you guys are on the same page as me as what you guys want to hear. But I do want to talk a little bit about ESPN and the MJ documentary. Honestly, man, big props to ESPN. ESPN, they were gonna hold this documentary till I think next year, 2021. But they're like, nah, we're gonna release it. I'm sure Michael Jordan gave them the okay too, but no, we're gonna release it during quarantine. I bet the viewership was up. I didn't look at any of the numbers. I watched every single weekend for the 5 weekends. I watched each episode. I thought it was awesome. I like honestly one of probably the best sports documentary I think I ever saw. That was really cool. I don't want to get into the whole LBJ MJ debate, because I know that's what people love to just throw out there. I just want to appreciate, as a man who grew up watching LeBron and not watching MJ. It was awesome to see how like MJ, like real footage of him like in games, and people who played against him talking about him. It was really cool to see like how much of a dog he really was, and I'm glad that I was reminded of that, because so much of just recency bias. I mean, it was just awesome, like through and through, really cool. Although I think the MVP of that documentary was Dennis Rodman. I mean, who doesn't want to be Dennis Rodman after that documentary? I mean, just just a baller. I mean, the funniest story when he was like, when Scotty was out for a while and he finally came back, and Dennis Rodman called in a meeting with Phil and Mike and was like, I need to go to Vegas for 48 hours, and ends up being 72, and it ends up Jordan has to go to the hotel and get him out. Oh my God, dude! Like, what a character! What a character! So he was definitely MVP, but really, I big props to ESPN because they're also doing. I saw that I didn't watch. I watched like little snippets of these. I didn't really watch it completely, but you got to give kudos for giving people sports when in like a sportsless world. They dropped like the Lance Armstrong documentary, and also Sammy Sosa. I think they have that going on right now. Like, um, just I mean they're trying to give people some stuff, and I gotta give it to them because most talk shows and most people just be talking about the same thing over and over again. I mean, ESPN does that too, but at least like they got these things at night and on the weekends for people to try. Um, but yeah, and I also mentioned this before. Sports are slowly coming back. The NBA invited 22 teams. They released like just recently like what hotels they're staying at and what amenities will be open, and it literally sounds like a private AAU like tournament, just like with professional players. Like they all, it looks like they're gonna have a good time for what I'm seeing. Um, we'll see how the games will be with no fans. I did see that the NBA players can go to the games, but we shall see. I heard maybe they were gonna use 2K noises like from the video games for crowd noises. Sorry, I had to burp, but yeah, I don't know how that really gonna go, but whatever, man. I'll literally take sports. I literally took sports for granted, so I will literally take anything I can get. Um, I know baseball. They've been kind of flip flopping back and forth. I don't really know what's going on with them. I think the NFL is still sticking with its gut of starting original. And college football, I guess because nothing's going on and they invited students back, that maybe there could be something. I know our governor in Pennsylvania said that if we are a green county, sports are to be filled at 50% occupancy, and I understand that. I think personally, this is just a personal take. Um, I think at least for Penn State, and maybe it could be for all other colleges, I feel like uh, ticket sales should go to students and the like alumni network. Like, say, um, all students can come to games, and all alumni who have bought tickets like for the past like 5 years or more. Like you can't just get it's like some recent guy. But I think that would be fair because you have the students there that are already quarantined. You're not really gonna go anywhere. And then you have the alumni people who've been going for like the past 5 years and who are like dedicated and will go. Um, and we won't have to like worry, and like they've been there before, so we won't have to worry too much about new people. I don't know, but really, I like this virus. I really don't know. I'm not a science guy. I'm a communications guy. I'm a talker, so I don't really know how the virus is. But that's just my take. I think it should just be like Penn State kids and all that, because that would be like how electric would games then be for college? Like your stadium is just filled with students and alumni, probably the people who cheer the most. Yeah, but like that's what people who just cheer the most. So I don't know. That's my take. I really don't know if it's a good take or not, but I think honestly that's probably the way life should go. But who do I know? It should be interesting. I'm really just happy that we just get sports because I just need something. Um, but yeah, that's really all I had for uh, for sports talk. Um, I didn't want to get too into anything really because I kind of just wanted to just drop this episode. One, because today is a very important day for me, and two, just because I just wanted to just tell y'all where I've been at instead of just randomly dropping an episode, like in not having one in 2 months. So yeah. So like I just said, June 17th, very important day for me. Actually, June 17th last year was a Monday. And on that Monday, it was the Monday after our senior week for high school. And it was finally the day when I was like, all right, Toby, like, it's time for you to start hitting the gym, man. Like, let's start a healthy lifestyle. And I did. Um, I knew a little bit about lifting from my brothers, but I didn't know too much. I really just did the basic stuff, but I really just kind of ran a lot. For like the first 2 weeks, I think I ran every day on the elliptical for like 45 minutes, just trying to get a sweat on. And I took progress pics, but I would always go in the mirror after each, and I would try to be like, oh, does this look smaller? But um, little did I know that really the fitness game is really is a marathon. It is never a sprint. It is never a sprint. Um, if you need any early advice, just remember to just think of how I always say is right now is summer. So right now I'll be in the gym and I'll be chirping in people's ear, be like, right now we're working on our winter bodies, and low key, it's half true. It's half true. But yeah, no, I really just started running, and I would lift a little bit on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but it was mostly running. And then one of my good buddies from high school, I hit him up. He's always just been he played football. He's always just been a beast, and really just been on tip top shape. And I texted him. I was like, hey man, like, um, I started working out, and I kind of want to just kind of keep this thing low. And I was like, hey, like, can you help me out? And he was really supportive with it. He made me a workout plan, like a 4 week workout plan. Um, and like kind of like a nutrition guide and what apps I should download and like what I should do. Um, and yeah, and I killed his first 4 week program. Then he sent me another, and I killed that. Then he sent me another, and I killed that. And it was like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing, and Tuesdays and Thursdays I would dedicate that to running. Um, but yeah, then when I got to Penn State, he kind of just sent me like a lifter's guide. He's like, I don't think you need to lose any more weight, because I remember, like the August before, like like in August, a week before going to Penn State, I remember I was like looking in the mirror and whatever, and I was like, you know what, Toby, like, you look good, man. It was like the first time I was ever like, you look good. And I remember going to Penn State, and and I remember like everyone was like, "Oh, you're gonna get chicks and all that stuff," and I mean, like, obviously, you are thinking of that, but I was just more so amazed of how confident I felt, um, just like talking to whoever, like my RA, like a teacher, like a classmate, one of my buddies, like a girl at a party, like whatever, like I just felt like, yo, like I'm Toby, like what's good, like I never felt like a little self-conscious about anything. And then like when I started to notice that, I got this like extra rush of just like wanting to work out and all that. And I met some other people on my floor who also were about it, and I started playing basketball a little bit more. Like it got really well. And then we were doing really well. Went on Christmas break. Still worked out here and there. Went on a cruise, tried to work out, and got a little sick. Got a little, off the game a little bit. Came back to Penn State, and I was right back on the gun because I brought this ab roller, and me and all my friends on the floor were doing ab rolls like 100 a day. And I got back into it, and then uh, school started to get a little rough and a little tough and all that stuff. And then we had spring break come up, and then that was like what I needed because the quarantine hit, Corona hit, all that stuff hit, and it was just me and my whole family just bunkered down at home. And my brothers were like, "Hey, you want to do this? You want to do this program called Insanity?" And I remember watching them do it when I was a little younger, and I was like, "Man, this thing is literally insane." And I remember watching videos and stuff, and Shanti is the fitness instructor who who leads Insanity, he was like, this is the hardest workout ever put on DVD. And I remember he said that, and most people would be like, whoa. And I got that same reaction, but then I was kind of like, you know what? Like, I want to do this thing. And then from the start, like, we got done with the first week, and then from there, I just had like this instinct in me that I was like, all right, like, you got to do it, like, every single day. You just gotta make sure you press play. It's like 6 days a week for 9 weeks, and like 2 months, like a recovery week. But every single day I was like, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this. So we started March 29th, and we finished May 30th. And month one, first week kicked me. Second week I got used to it. Third week really pushed me, and fourth week I was like, okay, I can do this. And then they blessed us with a recovery week. But month two, every single day, oh my God, dude. Oh my God. I hated every second of it. But I'll tell you, I loved every second of it after I closed the laptop of every workout. Insanity has to be literally the greatest workout like program I think I could have ever done. And that's no shade to my buddy, because it's just completely different. It's a lot of HIIT training, high intensity interval training. And it really kicks your butt, but man, oh man, did I see results. Like, I thought I was pretty skinny, pretty built before Insanity, but post Insanity, after I took those pictures, boy oh boy, I remember I was watching YouTube videos as like inspirational late at night for all these different people, and I was like, man, like, I hope my results are like this. And holy crap, I am beyond satisfied with the results, and everything. Like, I couldn't thank Sean T enough. I couldn't thank my family enough for doing it with me. Like, we used to all be together, and then slowly we all started separating. Like, my brother would leave, but we would still FaceTime him, and sometimes, like, I would be gone and I'd have to FaceTime. Like, we still did it together. I think there was only like 2 times I had to do it all by myself, but I always had someone there, either on the FaceTime call or with me. And I'm just so proud of the whole fam, and that did it, and just of myself, man. Like, that workout is literally what it's called, man. It is insane. But I have no plans on doing it again soon. But I do think I want to do it again at like a later date. Maybe in the fall, maybe next spring or something, because I feel like it could tone me up even more, but I don't feel like I want to do that right now. I feel like right now I'm trying to pack on some muscle, but yeah. I guess since I just added the whole muscle thing, maybe you guys are curious. The first time I weighed myself was 205 pounds. And I have a picture of it, and I dropped all the way down to 160, but slowly I've been growing, and I'm around like 168, 170. I think the ultimate goal for me is by like fall-ish, winter-ish area, I want to get up to 180. But of course, like, I want to, pack some muscle on. But right now it's summer. Like, I'm doing a little bit of this. I'm still trying to stay toned, trying to get some muscle, but I mean, the body I have right now, like, I'm really satisfied with it. Still hitting core a lot. But yeah, I just wanted to celebrate more so for myself. On my Snapchat, I'll probably throw on the June 17th photo to now, so everyone can see. But really, I just wanted to just always just kind of remember this day forever, because I know I'm gonna keep all these videos, whether public or private, on YouTube, and I just want to be able to come back and re-listen and be like, oh dang, Toby, like, you really like you really did that. Like June 17th, like you were really the man on that day. Like you finally decided. Um, it just makes me happy. It just makes me happy. I mean, I wish I would have did it before. I would have loved to be looking this good senior year of high school, but honestly, rather late than never. And honestly, this is just the start. Like, I want everybody to know that, like, I'm not done yet. Like, I don't think I ever will be done because I feel like if I have an end goal, then I feel like once I get there, I'll be like, what else? So I always just want to be like, you know what? Let's just keep doing it. Let's just keep doing it, and let's just see like what happens. But right now I got the boys. We all work out together at my friend's work. It's a lot of fun. Little kind of old fashioned gym, boxing ring right in the middle. Um, it's so much fun. The environment's great. Like not all of us do the same workouts, but we all cheer each other on like when we're in between sets and stuff, and it's really just a great environment, and it's all the homies. Like I can firmly say like all the guys there, like I love them to death, and I'm glad to be part of their journey, and I'm glad that they're a part of my journey as well. So it's just it's really cool. It's really cool. Um, but yeah, and then with that, with losing so much weight, I got so many clothes that don't fit. So many shorts and pants that I used to love that just don't fit. So I just that's probably the biggest L, but honestly, probably the best L I could have taken out of every situation. Um, but yeah, that's really I just wanted to really just throw that out there. I know a lot of y'all who listen, especially y'all who listen now on episode 6, and you're this deep into the episode. I know you guys all kind of really care, and I just wanted to just um, send my gratitude and send my thank you to you right now listening. Thank you for being on the journey with me, whether you've been there since I was a little kid or or you just joined right now. I just want to say thank you for just um, giving me the opportunity to be able to sit in a closet and record a podcast for someone to listen to, or thank you for giving me the opportunity to just be able to talk to you about whatever, or just um, give me advice about whatever, or give you advice. Just thank you for being um, on this dojo journey with me. I appreciate I appreciate everyone, and I appreciate all the kind words I got from everybody too. Um, when I was working out, and when I would like Snapchat people would be like, man, like he's really looking good and stuff, and from a lot of people I didn't expect, and I really just wanted to say thank you, just to everyone, because honestly that's really just the biggest motivation is just um, the fact that just people notice enough to care, and or they notice and then they care enough to express that they notice the change. Like I think that's really big. I think self motivation is always important. Like you're always gonna have those times where you're alone, in the gym, or just alone in your grind, and you just need to have that self motivation to keep going. But it's really appreciative coming from a guy who went through all that. It's really appreciative just for someone just to reach out, even if you don't talk a lot, and be like, hey man, like you look good, or hey man, like I've been seeing what you've been working on. Like it's really cool. Um, so that's like the one challenge. I think I'm gonna add some of these at the end of episodes for the real ones who listen. I just my biggest challenge. I just want y'all to send a message to someone or maybe you don't know very well, who's been grinding on a craft, and tell them that you're interested in it. Like tell them that you really think their craft is cool and they appreciate it. And I don't know, just give some people some love, man. We live in just a crazy, weird world right now, and we just need to share and spread some love, man. Some good vibes, some good energy, some good vibes. So yeah, I got a few more things I want to talk about before I wrap up the episode. You know, I always got to end it with music and films, what I've been dabbling in. Um, Music, the only thing I have in music, music's been kind of dry. I mean, 6ix9ine's back, but I really don't want to talk about 6ix9ine. I don't like. I feel like everyone has the same opinion on him. Like they don't condone or agree with anything that he did. Um, but the music, low key, kinda, maybe, still pretty bars. Actually, 100%. I still think his music hits, but I don't think he's a good person. Anyways, see, this is why I don't want to talk about it. Whatever. Um, but the music I want to talk about, really slept on album, Lil Boat 3. Lil Yachty dropped Lil Boat 3. That is hot. That is hot. I listened to that the night it came out with my brother. It's hot. Please, please don't fall into the meme culture or whatever that everybody hates Lil Yachty. No, Lil Yachty's the GOAT. Please go listen to Lil Boat 3. And as far as films and shows, a movie I just watched recently was about Ted Bundy. I know I'm super late, so if you already watched it, please don't expose me. But Zac Efron plays Ted Bundy in Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile. And I don't want to talk about Ted Bundy at all. I just want to say Zac Efron pulled the bag out and, like, killed that role. He, like, pulled the bag out, stepped in the bag for that role. Like, he killed that role. Most people just know him as, like, that hot guy, but now he was, like, that hot guy with great acting in a movie. Because Ted Bundy was, like, known as, like, an attractive guy who wooed women. But for real though, if you haven't watched it, it's on Netflix. I know you have Netflix. Watch that great movie. Um, Another thing I've been watching, or I watched already. I mean, it's a childhood classic, but you should be watching it. Avatar: The Last Airbender has to be one of the greatest anime shows I think of all time. So witty, so funny, so creative, so engaging. Um, really just really just a great series. And it's only 3 seasons. Um, Obviously, I know everyone's pressing me. What kind of bender are you? And I gotta say, I think I'm an earthbender. Like I have to be an earthbender. Like I think it goes air for sure. Number one, water, fire, earth, and I'm Earth. What can I say? Um, I think maybe there could be potential that I could learn a little bit of firebending because I got this little, I'm a Gemini. I got this two-faced, personality that I could just, fire up some flames. But I'm definitely an earthbender, definitely. Um, but yeah, anyways, last show I do want to talk about, and I know this is super late, but remember it's been 2 months. Dave. I finished up Dave during the quarantine, and oh my God, man. Honestly, I get it. I get why you went on that like 2 to 3 year hiatus, little Dicky, or Dave Bird, I should say. He's Dave Bird now. I just wanted to applaud you and say what a phenomenal show. I loved it. So much so that I told all my friends about it, and friends who knew me as a little Dicky fan also texted me about it. Many people who I didn't even think would have messed with you, Dave Bird. So, bravo to you. I would say, honestly, the best new TV show out. Emphasize best new, not best TV show, just best new one out right now. 100%. I'm glad you got up for season 2. Like got reamped for season 2. That's gonna be hype. Um, so yeah, good job to you. Another show I watched was Community. I know that's a very classic one, but it was just put on Netflix, and oh my, that's a great show too. I mean, so many great actors. Donald Glover, Chevy Chase, just like I don't know, really really cool shows. I was able to watch some really cool things. But yeah, I've been doing real well. And I hope everyone else is doing real well too with everything going on. Um, Keep a smile on your face, keep the good vibes, send good love. Um, Send positive vibes. Um, but yeah, that does it. That does it for episode 6. Thank you all for listening, and I appreciate it. All right, much love. Peace.